okay?
Unbelievable.
Taxpayers'
Purchase of these stamps,
taxes
the
pay
purchase of
your
the
salary and
packages
pay for this every
is what
government
pays for our
facility that
salary.
exists,
But
ma'am.
that's okay. If you like a stamp, here's your stamp. You know
Why
what?
couldn't you come in
I will
later?
pay for the stamp. So
Come
you
in
have a
whenever I
wonderful
want,
day.
just like everybody else.
I'll pay for your stamp. Have a wonderful day.
So you don't want any money?
No, I'll pay for your stamp.
Okay,
You have
great.
a wonderful day.
Would you mind stepping out so I can speak to you privately, a little bit
Sure.
more privately, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Everybody have a nice day.
All right, buddy.
There you go.
Hey, what's going on?
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you know,
I understand everything you're doing.
Exactly. Standing up for everybody's constitutional rights. I'm standing up for your everybody's rights is what I'm doing right now. I'm standing up for our constitutional rights, which is taken away every single day, more and more. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to educate you a little bit, ma'am. Come over here.
Outside.
No, we're gonna talk right here because I have some paperwork I want you to take a look at. First of all, let me bring this up, which is on your wall. Your poster
Okay,
set.
do me a favor, put your mask up, please.
It's,
Thank you.
I'm having an issue breathing. I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time here. really.
But you're
I'm just-
making everybody
I'm
uncomfortable.
sorry, I'm sorry. I don't have control over people's feelings.
I
And people
understand
feeling
you
uncomfortable
don't.
in any certain type of way.
But how would
is
you
not
like if
breaking
I
the
was
law.
doing it to you?
That's no problem. I'm in public.
They're not breaking
There's
any
no right
law,
to-
but
there's
these
no right to
guys are in
privacy.
here. These guys are in
There's
here.
no right to privacy. How you doing,
There
officer?
is.
Can I have your name and badge number,
Are
please?
you? You're the postmaster.
I am.
Yeah, if you go right on the USPS
Could I
website,
could
the
I have your name?
postmaster.
Wait, first of all, can I have your name and badge number,
Yeah, the
please?
postmaster has the right to refuse you being
No,
in
she
your
does not. Can I have the?
She
Can I
does.
have your name and badge number?
Officer Hamilton, 18139.
Great, excellent, thank you.
And if she doesn't want you in here recording, she can tell you to leave, and after that, she can sign a complaint for defiant
Well, she can sign a
trespass.
complaint all she wants, but I don't have to leave because I haven't committed a crime.
Okay. This is
Okay.
the third time we've been here.
But that's fine.
You
Great.
are committing a crime.
No, I'm not
We're
committing a crime.
in there
Wait a minute.
videotaping customers with
One
cards.
second. No, hold on. We're gonna
have personal
we're all gonna get
information.
educated here today, okay?
We're not going to get
Yes, we are getting educated.
No, I'm just gonna
Because
ask you to leave.
the only way you can make me leave is if I've committed a crime. I've committed no crime, okay?
But you
Hey,
are
no, officer, can I have your
videotaping.
name and badge number, please?
18150.
What's your name? I can't pronounce that. Could you speak it, please?
Lucy Cash.
Okay, great. One other thing that you gentlemen are required to disclose once you came in here that you have not done yet. Are you aware of what you're supposed to disclose?
No. So
The little things hanging off your chest right there?
We just,
These right here?
He
These
cannot
things
be in
hanging
my
off
lobby videotaping my customers using their cards.
Excuse me. I was not
You have
videoing.
the actual policy too, right? That
We're-
says-
I have the
we're
policy.
protecting
I have the
card
policy
holder.
right
We
here.
talked about this the other day.
I have the policy
Protecting
right
the
here.
card holder. My customers have the right to
No.
use their card. We cannot have people in the lobby taking pictures, standing over someone's shoulder, or videotaping.
Okay, here, listen,
I ask
time
you
out.
kindly
Can I
to
speak, please?
Walk out here. He's more than happy. We'll let him videotape out here. He cannot be in my lobby while customers are conducting transactions. I have personal information there. We're doing passports in this office. I have people's social security numbers on pieces of paper. I have their names on pieces of paper. This is all vital information. And this is sacred information. This information has got to be locked up after we're done the transaction. Okay? We cannot have him videotaping it. We cannot have him videotaping customers' cards and customers entering their PIN number.
Okay.
Okay, they can steal in their information.
Okay. So you don't want him recording in here, right?
I do not want him recording in there. If you'd like to record out here,
And
he's
you're
more
going to
than
refuse to
welcome.
turn your camera off in here, right?
Exactly, because I'm going to show you guys right now. This is on your wall, on your poster 7 right here. Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. I'm a private journalist. I'm gathering content here for news purposes.
Well,
I'm
where's your
doing a
paperwork
story.
saying that you're
Time out.
a
Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order rule. Other photographies, which means other than what I'm doing right now, may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or
Well, I
installation
have
head.
no documentation saying you're a journalist, so please, this
I don't
is
need
other,
documentation.
this is other
Did this
photography,
state that I need to
this.
prove that?
This
Did this state did this state here? Did this
This-
say anything that I need to prove that I'm a
This is
journalist?
what I'm telling you.
No, it did not.
This is other photography.
It did not.
You are not the local, you are not
Number
local,
2.
you are not a journalist, you're not
Department of
showing me
Homeland
anything.
Security put out a memo in 2010. It was redacted in 2018. Okay, stating the same thing that this states right here of any federal
All right,
facility.
So I'm going to go call my supervisor
Good.
right now. All
That's
right.
right.
And if you're going to refuse, I mean, you might end up getting a trespassing for being here.
You
if you're
can't
not gonna
trespass me if I haven't committed a crime.
leave. Okay. Well, they don't want you in here recording.
That doesn't matter. That's not their call.
Okay.
It is.
Their policies are not law.
My policy is law.
No, there's policy and
Okay.
then there's the law.
I need
Would
you to
please
clean-
read this,
I
ma'am?
need you to clean
No,
this area,
I need
please.
you to read this.
I need you to mop,
Okay.
okay? I want you to mop this area, and I want that area in there mopped, okay? And run the vacuum and everything else.
I need you to read this, ma'am.
Thank you. I don't need to read
You don't
it.
need to read it?
As far as I'm concerned, you are not allowed to be in my facility.
Well, it's all in black and
I'm
white
not,
right
I'm
here,
not
ma'am.
I'm not trying to make this hard on you.
I'm
but
not trying to make it hard on you.
the
I'm
whole
trying to
thing is, why are you
educate you.
picking on the post office?
Don't worry, I'm not picking on anybody, ma'am.
But my thing is,
I'm just trying this
Okay,
is
but my
this is a constitutionally protected
okay,
activity
I
what
tried
I'm
to talk
doing
to
right
the,
now.
I tried to talk to you
I am
reasonably on this.
I'm trying to talk to you reasonably, but
Okay.
you're talking, I'm talking, nobody's listening to anything. Nobody's getting educated.
Because you're not listening to me.
Because
you're
you-
too
because-
busy. There you go. You're talking again on top of me.
There,
Okay.
you got the floor.
So all I'm asking you is please do not record in my main lobby.
That's a
If
public
you-
that's a public
my
accessible area. I have every right to.
My customers are conducting transaction and I am protecting my card holder. Okay?
That's a
That
publicly
is-
accessible
It
area.
is my job as the postmaster of this office to protect my card holder. If I am not doing that, then I am not doing my job.
But-
So all I'm asking you is please, if you'd like to come out here and videotape, if you'd like to videotape out in the parking lot, if you'd like to do any other videotaping, I welcome it. I am not going to stop you from doing that. All I'm asking is please not the lobby. If you would please just consent with that.
And I respectfully decline because I have every right to record in there. And I
Okay.
keep trying to
And-
explain to you that it's a public accessible area.
And I'm trying to tell you, not when they're conducting
The only place I
transactions.
cannot record it here is behind that door, your office, or in the back
But you
parking
did,
lot.
you did videotape behind
Behind
the
that door? No, I
Yes,
did
you
not.
did.
No, I didn't. How do you know that?
Because I have witness.
No, you didn't.
I do.
No, you didn't.
I have my supervisor's testimony stating that you did.
I videotaped somebody that was standing in that doorway. If it is open
you
and if
were
it is so
videotaping
private, then it
behind
shouldn't be
there.
open.
Videotaping behind there, so you were videotaping.
Anything
So you
that.
actually did break the law.
Listen, ma'am, and when I'm in public, anything my eyes can see, I have the right to record.
I'm asking him to be removed, please.
You can't now.
If he stays here, he's not allowed in there. He's not allowed.
I am so allowed in there.
Refuses to go in there because he's already got a stamp. I actually paid him for the stamp myself for the gentleman.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay?
Thank you.
So I did, I'm actually I'm just asking you to please make everybody comfortable and that's not.
I don't have any
that's not a lot.
I don't have any control over anyone's feelings,
I know,
ma'am.
but you're not showing me any paperwork that you're a journalist.
People's feelings-
Right there it states, if I find that any other kind of videotaping or filming going on, that I, the postmaster, can say I do not allow it. So that's the final word.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I gotta run this.
No, you're good.
How's it going, Evan? Excuse me, are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I being detained right now?
What's that?
Am I being detained? I'm not being detained?
You can leave whenever.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, if I'm free to leave, then I'm free to stay. there, Hamilton. Are you recording me right now?
Yeah.
Because you guys are supposed to disclose that.
Okay.
Yeah, so just so you know. Am I being detained, Hamilton, or
We're waiting for a super. You want to leave? You
am I
gotta-
being detained? That's just a simple
I
question.
already told you, you're free to leave.
I'm
whenever
asking
you want.
him.
He just gave you the answer.
Well, I'm asking you as well. You may have a different outlook than he does.
I just told you you can leave right now.
Okay, then if I'm free to leave, then I'm free to stay. Really not trying to give anybody a hard time. I apologize if this is taking time out of your day or whatever, but we have constitutional rights as citizens, right? They need to be exercised. And so far, you guys have actually been pretty cordial and professional, and I appreciate that.
I'm trying to be as cool as I can.
I appreciate that, and I'm not trying to. I have no ill will, no ill intent. I'm really not trying to give anybody a hard time here. But what I'm doing is a constitutionally protected activity. Okay, so I have my rights to do it in that sense, and also by the policies of the post office. And they're trying, and my rights are being violated. Basically, I'm allowed to go film in that lobby if I want to. I'm allowed to.
Have you contacted the post office themselves, like the?
I don't want to go. I don't want to go that route. I feel I'm well within my rights after the last couple of incidents here to file a big complaint against this place, which I don't want to do that. I just simply want them educated, and I don't want them violating the next person that makes an attempt that wants to come in here and do this.
I mean, it seems like every time you come in here with this, they're going to call us. I mean, I don't know if
Well,
you want to talk to their higher
be honest with you, they're totally wasting resources with you, and then you got at least one more officer coming out here from what I expect. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but you guys don't even have jurisdiction on federal property. Really, if they want to resolve this matter properly, they need to call Homeland Security in Hamilton and have them send a Homeland Security officer down here if they really want to resolve this matter properly. Because
Have you contacted the Homeland Security? Or
I
anything?
tried the other day, but
Sir, can you move this?
I wasn't able to. Absolutely, I wasn't able to get in contact with anybody. I mean, there was a bunch of different options. I wasn't really sure which one I was supposed to select. But Homeland Security in Hamilton, which is the closest facility to here, will come down here and tell these people here, you and anybody, the exact same things I'm trying to tell you right now. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That's what this memo says that I have in my hand right here, which they put out in 2010 and redacted in 2018, stating that I have the right to record inside or outside of any federal facility as long as I'm not in a restricted area. That's the way it goes. And I just can't get that through these people's head, anyone's head here. They all think it's against the law. They're threatening me with legal action, telling me to leave, refusing me service.
What were you trying to get today? Were you buying anything? Or?
Yeah, I just wanted to buy a stamp. So she ended up giving me one for free for whatever reason. I guess the cash register or whatever was down, which I received that. But now my story's totally shifted to a whole other thing now. You know, I just came here and wanted to record the building a little bit, record my transaction, and be on my way. Now, after this incident that they've created, now my story has turned to educating the people at this facility.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, no worries.
Got a sergeant on the way, or?
Yeah, our supervisor's coming out here right now. How long have you been doing like the documentary stuff for?
I have it on it for just a few months. You know, so.
Was it about like federal stuff, I guess?
The main thing that it's about is protecting mine, and everyone's, including yours, constitutional rights, which are being taken away from us every single day, more and more. They're trying to figure out a way to take our rights away from us. That's basically what the whole thing boils down to. How long you been on the force now? A few years?
Yeah, about 3 years.
How you like it?
I just been post inspector or post office inspector or whatever. They don't have an issue with you videotaping. It's just the fact that you're in when people are doing the transactions, and that's where their issue lies.
Right.
And you get, I mean, nowadays technology is so good, you get a decent shot at somebody's pen or credit card, mail, anything like that. It's easily enhanced to where you can, and that's where their issue lies. And they're trying to protect the identity as well.
Okay. If that's
what I'm saying?
right, I do understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, 100%. But my recourse is this: if that is such a big concern, why does their policies allow you to film in publicly accessible areas? If that's the case, that's a public area in there. I have just as much right to film out here. She says, "Oh, I have no problem with you filming out here." That's a public area. I can go walk right back in there right now and start filming again if I choose to. I'm trying to respect, fine, I understand what she's talking about, and worrying about people's privacy and whatnot, but I have every right to walk right back in there and stay in there and film for as long as I want to. So if they're so worried about people's privacy and stuff like that, then their policies shouldn't allow people to film in public areas then. If you think about it, it makes sense, right? But I had no ill will, no ill intent. Wasn't making any attempt to get anybody's information, anything like that. I'm not about that. That's, I wouldn't want anybody doing that to me. That's not my purpose here.
You can zoom in and see people's credit card information.
Now you see this happens. This is like the third time, and this happened like practically every time. I'm not creating the disturbance, am I? It's everybody else. They're the ones in violation. Hey, what's up, man? Guy that likes to hide from the camera. I never seen somebody so scared of a camera before. What's this lady talking about? She has rights. You have no right to privacy in public. As soon as you step out of your private home or whatever private facility you may be in, as soon as you set foot out that door, that very second, you give up your rights to privacy. I didn't give them consent to put me on these cameras all around this facility. I didn't give you guys consent to be on your body cam, did I? Why? Because it's legal. The same thing what I'm doing is legal.
Can I ask you a simple question?
Absolutely.
The military base is up the road. They're federal. Did you go try there and film there?
Where?
At the military base, McGuire.
Well, I don't have access to the.
That's a federal installation,
I don't have access to the base.
Well, so go stand at the gate.
It's not public. That's federal. You have to be in the military. You have to work for the military.
Too.
Yeah, but it's still public. This is paid for by the taxpayers. This is
paid for by the
Yes,
taxpayers.
most certainly is. What are you kidding me?
But so is the military base. We all pay for that out of our paychecks.
They still have right to restrict access to the base.
I was just asking a question.
Okay, fine. I got you.
I'm
I
not
got
arguing
you.
with you.
No, I got you. And I'm just trying to make a point as far as everybody worried about being on my camera, but they're not worried about being on this facility's camera. They're not worried about being on these officers' cameras. They didn't give the officers consent. They didn't give this facility consent to be on the camera when they walked in the door here because it's legal. The same thing as what I'm doing here is legal. That's what it boils down to. Everybody wants to make a big stink about being on my camera. but not worried about being on everybody else's camera every place else you go. 3 more. Got 5 of yous here, man. No wonder we pay so much money in taxes, man. You guys are going to waste all these resources? 5 officers here for a man holding the camera doing absolutely nothing wrong. How you doing today, man? Can I get your name and badge number, please, so I know who I'm dealing with?
Yeah, 148.
Thank you. You guys got 5 officers out here for a man holding the camera, doing absolutely breaking no laws, doing nothing wrong. Wonder why our tax money is so high in this township. You guys got any thoughts on that? How's your day going today, man? Good, thank you. No, you're good, man.
Why are we video? Maybe I don't want to be on video. Where is it? Oh, I don't want to buy any tape. I want to get a tape. Huh? That is wrong. I mean, what did it even piece of tape? Did you really buy this for? I've never been to jail.
too old to go near.
Where you taking him to?
Yeah. I don't know what they do now. I'll be 82 next month, so. Well, have a blessed day, John.
You too.
Thank you. Serious, that's already one. I'm sorry. Am I holding you up? No. Whoops, got me. Take a knee. That's all I take. Is there only one strip in there? Get something, I don't even remember what it was, but anyway. People always say, oh, well, they don't do it. All right, be cautious there. Yeah, that's there. Thank you. Have a great day.
Lucy, you can leave.
Alright.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Anderson, you can go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, everybody? Give us your
right.
name and badge number, please, before we get started.
Sure.
Could you state it, please?
Brewer?
Could you state it? I can't see it from here.
You can't say it?
No, I cannot from here.
This is the,
Are you recording? Are you recording me right now?
Yes.
Okay, you need to disclose that, first of all, just so you know that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
you're the postmaster for here, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes,
she wants to speak with you. What's your name, sir?
I'm not gonna give my name.
Oh, okay.
We have to reveal ours, but you're not gonna reveal yours.
It's okay.
You're right.
That's my right.
You're
I don't
right.
have to.
You're
I've committed no crime. I have no reason to be identified.
Okay. So, well, the only thing that we're coming to, and I'm hoping that you can come to agreement, is I have no problem with you videotaping at all in my office. I think it's wonderful that you want to videotape in the office. Okay? The only thing I ask kindly is that when people are conducting transactions, even if you want to go in there, as long as no one's doing a transaction, you're more than welcome.
And that's totally understandable, really.
Okay.
Just so we don't get off on the wrong foot. I don't have no ill intent. I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time, really. Just trying to exercise my rights.
And
pretty
that's
much all where
totally,
I'm at.
and I
Um,
understand that.
But it is totally understandable with people with their transactions, have their credit cards.
That's it.
Totally understand
that's-
that. I did not
We're
go.
under agreement.
Sure, absolutely.
all
I
I
can totally
ask.
agree with that. But still, I still have every right to go in there and film because it's a public accessible area. That's all I'm trying to say.
And you know what?
And can I just talk? The policies of the post office state that A DHS memo from Homeland Security that was put out in 2018 states that, and my constitutional rights also state that. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time on it. That is a public area, and I have every right to go in there and film as much as I do out here, outside, as long as I don't go into a restricted area. Homeland Security put out the memo in 2018 that states I have the right to film inside or outside of any federal facility as long as I do not go in a restricted area. And that's also what the post office policies are as well. So just so we clear that up, that's all. That's pretty much all.
The only post office policy that we have that is not in that is we cannot film or videotape or take pictures of customers' card holder. The
Right,
card
which-
holder, it's protecting the card holder. We have to take a training every year.
Right, and I totally
Okay.
understand that. And I
So,
was,
and that's all I
that was
ask.
not my intention, but I
Okay.
totally understand that,
Okay.
and I understand why people would have a concern with that. I probably myself would have a concern over
And that's
that.
all I ask. But if you want to go in that lobby when no one's in there,
Right.
go for it. I welcome it, okay?
Right.
You want to go out in the parking lot, I welcome it.
But I
You
understand
wanna
if you're
come in
standing,
here,
especially directly, if I'm the next one in line, I'm standing directly behind somebody that has their card out while they're doing
Absolutely.
that, putting a PIN number in. I totally
Well, it's
understand
not
that.
only that,
I
like I
totally
explained
get
earlier, we do passports in this office. We have vital information out on the counter. When we're doing that passport, the customer's name, their social security number, we can't have that
Right, I hear
being
you.
videotaped.
But at the same time, you do have option to go into another area of
Well,
the
we
facility.
really don't have another area to do it.
If my thing of it is, if you are in a public area and you have business that is so private that you don't want anyone else to know or anything like that, there's always the option to go into another area of the facility, close
Yeah,
it.
but,
But I'm just saying that,
But when the customer's putting their card in, there's really nowhere else they can go.
right,
You know, they have to do the transaction
right,
there.
right.
So
Okay.
that's all I'm asking, if you can please comply with that.
Sure, I
Okay.
totally understand
All
that.
right,
Yep.
and that's all I ask. I mean, then you're more than welcome to do whatever you need to do.
So I'm not detained, anything like that.
No, I mean, that's all.
I'm just
we're-
asking a question to make sure I'm free to go.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, no, these guys were here just, and I had to get clarification.
Right.
And like I said, my biggest thing is I wanted them, and when we were, we kind of got a little heated in the beginning, and the only thing I was trying to make clear is the fact that I just didn't want their cards.
Protection of your
making them
customers. I understand that.
And
But also one other thing I'd like to bring up, and I'm not sure if any of you may or may not be aware of this, you and you officers as well. Really, technically, you guys, township here, you don't have jurisdiction on Fed. This is federal property. You guys don't even have
well, they
jurisdiction.
do
here.
because they just got permission from the postal inspectors. That's who I was on the phone with.
That gives you jurisdiction on
Yes.
federal property to get
Yes.
permission from the
If they're
postal
giving-
inspector.
If they're giving,
I don't know
if
about
they're
that.
giving
From my understanding, you have to have
postal
federal
inspectors,
officers to come out.
They can detain you to the postal inspectors get. So
Really?
yes, they do.
Okay, I was kind of unaware of that, but it was to my
Okay.
understanding.
Nobody's detained here.
Okay, great. That's all.
You're free to go.
Great, great.
We just came here to have a discussion
Great.
between the three of us, right? This
Okay,
young
great.
woman, she's in charge of this facility here.
Yep, I understand
Call
that.
her postal inspector. You're here conducting whatever business it is that you're doing,
Right.
which is fine. All she would like is that when you're taping, that you don't go into there when there's customers in there. So if it's empty and nobody's in there, you want to go in there and record. She's saying that is okay.
I will.
Okay.
The minute that somebody goes in there to conduct whatever it is, there's addresses, there's people's private information, aside from credit cards. My concern that I raised was, I don't know the Zoom on your phone there, and there's addresses that are even beyond there, and so, but she wasn't really so concerned about that.
Right. Okay.
Basically, if you could record out here and do whatever it is you're doing out here, so long as nobody's, and you can go in there when nobody's in there.
Okay.
On that side of the doorway, we have no problems here.
Great.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. So
Okay.
then we're good.
We're
Yeah,
good?
I'm fine.
All right,
That's fine.
That's all I
I'm
wanted.
not-
and,
I-
I'm awesome. Like I said, I welcome the fact that you're
Okay, great.
here videotaping. Okay.
Great. Yep. You got it.
I
I
just
appreciate
wanted to
your
take-
professionalism. You
You're-
respected my
you're-
rights, and I appreciate that. You were cordial and professional.
I'm a citizen too, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're all
We
citizens.
And trust me, I get where you're coming from.
Right.
So I just want you to understand, we just want to protect them, and
I understand that.
and that's all I want to do.
I totally understand it.
Okay.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Have a great day,
Yep,
okay,
you do the
sir?
same. You guys all stay safe. Thanks for being professional and cordial.
Thank you, everyone,
Lori,
for
it
all
was
your help.
Nice to meet you, and I'm glad we kind of ended it the way that we did. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I had no ill will, no intent. I'm just
Me
looking,
either.
just
I-
looking
like
for,
I
just
said.
looking for, trying to protect our rights.
And I totally get
and you're
that.
the same, you're in it too. I'm doing this to try to protect your rights as well.
I totally get where you're coming from.
Okay,
I
great.
do.
Thank you very much.
I just, like I said, I as my job as the postmaster, I have to protect them too.
Okay, I
All
understand. And I would feel the same way if I'm making a transaction, somebody was recording behind me. But I mean, there are other options. I'm going to totally block my card number.
Right.
And also another thing, I mean, now that they're gone or whatever, just one other thing, and I'll you got other important things to do. But as far as like, you realize like anything your eyes can see, like if that door opens, you're allowed to record anything your eyes can see.
Yeah.
You can't trespass somebody's eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even like you're like he was just saying, there's things behind.
Well, I mean, I was
You know what
just
I'm
saying
saying?
that because
So-
we were just a little bit thing, but she's just my supervisor, and it kind of made everybody uncomfortable. They've never had
Right.
this happen before,
Right, I understand that.
and it's done. It's over
Don't
with.
know you.
It's done. It's over with.
Okay, that's it. And
so
just like I say,
it's
anything in
just-
public, you're allowed.
I just want to, yeah, and
Any-
I
if
just
you're-
want to
if-
make them
if you're
feel
in a public
comfortable,
space,
too.
if your eyes can see it, you're allowed to record it.
Yeah,
That's
and I just want to make them comfortable too.
great. Yep.
As far as
Have a nice day, ma'am.
somebody you know, obviously.
I may not. The masks throw me
Yeah,
off.
I
so.
know, they
Anyway,
do.
Laura, you go on again. Thank you. Have a nice
and
day.
I thank you, and I appreciate
sure, no problem.
your professionalism too.
I appreciate you being professional.
Okay.
I know we kind of had a little bit of a rough patch. We had to push through a little bit of a wall.
And that's okay
we got
because
through it.
it's just you kind of get that little feeling in you.
Right,
that you,
people
that
aren't
you
used to
can-
this,
yeah.
and everybody's scared of a camera. But and one other thing, like I said, I know I keep, everywhere you go, everywhere you can't go to a gas station and buy gas these days without being on a camera.
I know.
So
I totally get
and
that.
that's what I'm saying. And a lot of people are coming down on me. I heard a lot of stuff, and I let it go. I didn't let it bother me. But people are coming in. They're not giving you consent to be on, not just here, any facility you go to. You're not giving people there. You're not giving them consent when you go to that facility.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're not giving the police officers consent to film you with their body cams. Why? Because it's legal. Same way as it is for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I totally get.
That's
And
it.
like I said, and that's why I
But
said, if you want a videotape in here,
Fine, right.
I just gotta keep this up. Sometimes my nose starts running.
I know. I
kinda
can't.
pull
I don't
down
wear.
a
I
little
work
bit.
by myself. I'm a truck driver. I'm
Okay.
off today because of the weather. It's coming in later, and I don't have to wear a mask. I mean, occasionally if I go in and out of a store or something,
Right.
but for the biggest percentage of the time, I don't have to.
I know.
And it
with
really
me,
affects
it's
my.
I have sinuses.
Like
really
you,
bad
I know,
sinuses,
and
my
people
nose
that have to
always
wear them
runs.
at a facility like you do
Right.
here all day long. I don't know if I could really. I don't think I could do that. So.
But like I said, I totally get where you're coming from.
Okay, great.
and,
Thank you very much.
I respect your rights. I do.
That's all I
And
want.
I
That's
just
really
wanna-
all. That's really been the main thing I'm looking for.
And that's fine. And
The
I,
police-
like
for
I said,
people at the facility, the police officers came out. Everybody respected my rights, and I can't ask for any more than that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
right.
you very much,
You're
Lori. Take care.
welcome. Again.
Yeah,
All right,
enjoy the
have a
rest of your
good
day.
one.
Take care of yourself.
all right, you too.
Stay safe. Thank
okay.
you.
Bye-bye.
That's the way that one ended. Dave's Press out.